Hi guys, Skypoint here. Now I did say at the end of my last video that I'll be trying to play other warlords apart from Lorgar. And I did, but apparently I didn't move too far because today's video is going to be about Raum. I actually spent the last couple of days trying to play different warlords and not having a particularly good time. I did try Ultramarines and I did lose a couple hundred ranking points. I think they need a balance pass before I'll seriously try them again. But Raum is actually interesting. Now I did try Raum originally back when I first got Argel Tal, and he sort of struggled a little bit. I couldn't work out how to build him and I put him away. And what made me change my mind is a few days ago I was playing on the ladder and I came across what felt like a really solid Raum build, and it just seemed to work. So I tried to build something similar and it's worked out pretty nicely. Like if you look at this, I've been playing on the ladder, and ever since I switched to using Raum, or it shows up as Argel Tal, I only lost one match. And you can see I started playing him at 3765 rank, and I've been working my way up, and I'm now 3841. Alright, enough about that. Let's take a look at the collection. Now the interesting thing with Raum is because you actually put Argel Tal in, but if you have 15 chaos cards, you begin as Raum. The way I'm going to talk through these is a little bit different. I'm going to talk a little bit about the deck concept, then I'm going to talk through the chaos cards I picked to hit my 15, and lastly I'll then talk about the word bearers cards. So what makes this deck interesting is it doesn't focus on space marines or demons. Instead it focuses on infantry troops and trying to use some little tricks to make that, to get extra value out of them. So the real core of this, and I did say I'll talk about the word bearers afterwards, but the real core is Malnor squad. So having two of these guys is a really important element to this deck, because they make weak chaos infantry become incredibly powerful. So we'll take a look at that in a second. But we're going to start off with the chaos cards in here. So going through from cheapest to most expensive, we have Righteous Zealot over here. So this is a really solid guy. It's 2 cards for the cost of 1, right? Because Righteous Zealots have average stats for 2 energy, but when they die, you also gain a 1/1 Wounded Zealot as well. So 1 attack, 1 health. That's pretty neat. Horus Cultists have a decent amount of health for 2 energy and a useful ability when they attack the enemy warlord. They tend to be prioritized for destruction as a result. We also then bring in, at 3 energy, the Brotherhood. So you're sort of seeing here that there's a bunch of cards in here which are creating taints of chaos, because they can also help to make some of these weak troops better. Ekra Trez is in there, mostly for his healing effect, but he counts as a chaos infantry, so he can be useful for other stuff. We have Tancred. So Tancred I picked, it was a little bit torn. Sometimes his ability is useful basically for creating extra units. So I was generally not super impressed with him, but I decided to throw 1 in to see how it goes. A little bit of area clearing. We've got a pair of artillery strikes. I pick artillery strikes over satellite strikes because my satellite strikes always do 1 point of damage and the enemy's always does 4. Alright, we also then have Reldred, who's a pretty decent chaos infantry. He's got a little bit poor stats for his cost, but you do get the Mark of Chaos when he goes in play. C-Rec, definitely by far the best chaos infantry. He's got, again, slightly poor stats, but you get a card when he dies, and that demon is discounted by 2, which is fantastic. Now that I have a bunch of chaos infantry, for now I have Madale. I don't think he's the best unit to take advantage of that. I don't have any of them yet, but whenever I eventually get from the new expansion, where's it gone? If I find them down here... There we go. Acleon. I want to use Acleon instead of Madale. I think it's going to work out better for me. But for the time being, we are looking at using Madale so that when my infantry die... where's it gone here? There we go. When my infantry die, I get an extra Taint of Chaos to use. Alright, so that's it for my 15 Chaos cards. So they're mostly focused around infantry or things which will benefit from infantry, as well as a little bit of area clearing with the artillery strike. Alright, now let's take a look at the Word Bearer cards. I've got one Zesugul squad only this time. It was a little bit of a tough decision. I decided to go with one because I do have so many other ways of generating infantry. Terra in Reality, this is going to be your lifesaver for trying to bury difficult units. It doesn't get rid of them, but it buys you a few turns to try to turn the game around. Sorback Pal, now he's in here, he is a legendary. I don't think he's critical to this deck. In the 6 matches which I'm going to show you, I don't do much with Sorback Pal, and you can put in almost any other card that you'd like instead. Like yeah, so I have him there just because I have a theory that one day I'll have a bunch of infantry on the board and him in my hand, and I can drop him and convert those infantry to demons. But yeah, I'll see. He hasn't necessarily earned his place in this deck. It's sort of nepotism because I liked him so much in my Lorgar deck, I threw him in here. Sethalon squad. This is also another infantry generator, and it's actually great because it creates righteous zealots who also spawn more infantry when they die. So these guys are a really key part of this deck. We also have Camille. So Camille is another one of my area clearance cards because it deals 2 damage to all enemies when it triggers, as well as 4 damage to the target. Destiny's Hand is also an area clearer and also a unit generator, so I've shown this put to good use in some of my earlier videos already. Then Malnor Squad. These guys are the MVPs, most value players for this deck, because they are what makes the magic happen. I wanted one tougher unit. I decided to go with Possessed Marine because they're guaranteed to start with Ward, so they're not going to be instantly removed. And then lastly, another key part of Wordbearer's decks, Hard Removal, Architect of Heresy, and Balthamir's Sword. If you don't have Architect of Heresy, you can put in a Balthamir's Sword instead. So you can actually see this deck I'm playing with, it actually only has 2 legendary cards. One of them is easily substitutable, and the other guy probably doesn't even need to be here. You can put in whatever you want. Alright, enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of these matches. We begin with the first match against a Bulvi. So I always hate facing Bulvis because of the crazy amount of troops they put out and buff. So I'm actually getting rid of all my cards. I want to make sure I've got that Malnor squad for later, so I'm just going to keep in my hand. Still not great cards. Ah, there we go, Righteous Zealot. That's much better. Let's put him down and do what Raum is good at, early game pressure because of his whopping 3 health. So he's trying to take down that Righteous Zealot, but obviously it just spawns a little Wounded Zealot, and that's it. Oh, and there we go, now he spawned a guy. So this is where the Righteous Zealot was great, because even though he's dead, his little wounded buddy is helpful over here. There we are. Unfortunately, I don't have cards to do anything else, so let's put that one away for now. Ah, great, look at that guy. Aha, this worked out neatly for me. Drop the Zesugul squad, spawn a bunch of Wounded Zealots. Let's use Terra in Reality to put that guy back into the deck. And now we can just go ahead and hit Bulvi, keep that pressure rolling hard. Okay, so he's going for the Zesugul squad. And, okay, he spawns a guy. Now, fortunately, Raum has 3 attack, and he heals 2 when he kills stuff. So I'm going to drop C-Rek because he's my best troop instead of Reldred. So let's go ahead and put him down. And I actually healed 1 point when attacking... I healed 2 points when attacking the other guy. Because that's what Raum does. When Raum has this neat thing that when he attacks, he heals 2. When he kills a unit, he heals 2. Alright, so this is where the magic is about to begin. As I said, I really need Malnor squad to live. Lectitia Divinatus. Okay, the Brotherhood. Okay, and there's another tough guy. Youch. Alright. Ooh, Terror Hounds. Interesting. Okay, and what else is coming here? Horus Occultist. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to bring out Reldred, and he gets a Mark of Chaos, because that's his ability. He also gets buffed from Reldor Squad, as do the Horus Occultist. And now I can actually just start keeping the pressure on this guy. He's going down hard. In fact, next turn I can do 7 points of damage from my Warlord and Cameo alone, and he realizes that's over and he quits. So that started going pretty promising. The next match after that is one which is always tough for Raum, which is against Angron, because Raum is a face-bashing Warlord, but Angron is face-bashier. Let's see how this one works. So I put away most of my units. I don't need a Terror in Reality against Angron most of the time. This is better. It's not bad for starting off. I've got cards for my first couple of turns. So I put it down, and I am not attacking Angron, because I have less health than him, basically, and my deck isn't as aggressive as his. In the meantime, let's keep throwing down units and seeing what goes down, what happens. Alright, so this is good. The health gap between us is narrowed to 6 points. I've got units for the next couple of turns as well, so there's Tancred. Again, I do not attack Angron. Great, Mortar Strike. And he kills Tancred. You know, you can try not attacking Angron, but Angron will attack you. Okay, so a 7-point gap between us on health. 6 point, actually. Alright, there's C-Rec. See what he does for C-Rec now. Manifest Destiny, okay. That's a slower card. He's continuing to go after me. 6 points between us again. Alright, I'm actually going to try something. I want to drop the Cephalon squad, so that when I put the Malnor squad down, I can trigger Cephalon squad and generate all the units. Alright, looks like he was on to what I was trying to do, because look at this. No survivors, board wipe, and we're both on 22 health again. Except he's got survivor and I don't. Ugh, battle flies. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drop my Malnor squad now. And again, not attack him. Mortar Strike. And he hits Malnor squad, and he's got... Oh, okay, he's got a little goldstone over there. And he attacks me again. 19 points of health each, plus his survivor. Alright, 8 energy. Let's drop the Medale and the Battleflies, my 2 strongest units. At 8 energy, Angron gets dangerous because the Conqueror could come into play, although he doesn't have it yet. He's just trying to beat me down as hard as he can right now. Okay, I'll take this moment to try and beat this down a little more. Let's drop Reldred. Ooh, neat. He's got Mark of Corn. If things went well, I could have won now, except... oh dear. Demon form. There we go. Whisper of Chaos. And he's still on 9 energies, so the Conqueror is still a risk. And there's the Conqueror. Risk turns to guarantee. Okay, so... yeah, there we go. That's just eating into my health lead over him. Now I'm actually behind him on health. And I've got no more troops in hand. Let's just try and hit him with what I can. So this would cut him down to 5 health, which technically means if he just attacked me twice, it would be a draw. But Angron has so many ways of doing damage that, you know, this one was pretty much over. And you can even hear him feeling pretty confident about things. And there we are. And yep, no survivors. Boom. So I'm down to 3 health, and he will hit me, and it'll be over. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, so that was the loss to Angron over there. Let's go into the next one. So this was next against a Conrad Curse, actually. So this is a great match. With Conrad, you have to basically kill him before he turns into his emo mode. He turns into Night Haunter. This is a good set of cards to start with. I just am missing something for my first turn, but I've got stuff for the couple of turns following. So let's do this. I start with the initiative. So go ahead and attack him, and I'm now 9 points of health behind him. Standard Conrad move, except of course now that I've got higher attack, we're just trading damage instead of him having a damage advantage. There's the Brotherhood, and let's go and hit him again. Yep, Brotherhood is probably going to die now. Yeah, he doesn't want to keep giving me free marks of chaos, I guess. Okay, options are Tancred or Sethalon Squad. I'm going to go with Tancred because I want Sethalon Squad to be down and alive around the time that Malnor Squad comes out. Okay, so he's just cutting down my health over there. Ooh, a Soreback Pal. Okay, let's try and set this up. Soreback Pal plus create a unit. So in theory, my people attacking will generate chaos spawns via Soreback Pal. Uh-oh, I see what's happening. Yep, Rule of Fear. They're all dead. Okay. So, next up, let's go ahead and drop my Malnor squad. There we go. I'm expecting he'll drop the Dreadnought, which gives them cannot attack, but that's fine. I don't want to attack with them. Oh no, it's a Recon Claw. And that's it. He ended his turn early. Alright, well let's drop C-Rek, who now gets buffed and gets front line. Let's also drop Zeshugul squad, which gives me a bunch of frontline troops. Okay, so now this is going well. Oh yeah, he quit. There we go. Nice. Alright, so that was a quick win against a Conrad Curse with this deck. Let's go ahead to the next match, and this next one was against Ferrus Manus. Alright, so Ferrus. So this is a bad set of cards to start with. Nothing for my first few turns, so let's go ahead and put them away. This is a significantly better set of cards, something for all 4 of my first 4 turns. So we're going to go ahead and attack him and drop my Horse Occultists. So he's taking a moment. Okay, he drops a Terric Squad, which is always one of the best 2-drop cards in the game. However, it does only have 3 health, so it means that Raum can attack it and heal up for all the damage it inflicted, and I'm going to bring in the Brotherhood next. And for a card which I only have 1 of in my deck, Tancred keeps coming up a lot. Alright, 4 energy turn means it's time for Tancred. So again, with Ferrus Manus, you kind of want to take him down quickly. You don't want to be spending a lot of time killing his troops. And as a result, Terror in Reality is actually very useful against Ferrus, because it means you're not spending time. You're not actually killing his troops, which makes his Whisper cheaper. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and drop C-Rek and hit the Terric squads. That's both of his Terric squads now dead. I've lost 4 health, he's lost 11 health. Okay, he's going to be doing the healing trick. Fantastic. Alright, let's keep this pressure going. We are going to drop Sethalon squad now. And just keep attacking him. So that's 7 points of damage I'm doing this turn. He's going to heal 2 of those back, so he'll be... it's a net 5 points of damage. And now you can see we're actually even on health, and I've got board control. Alright, there's Duke Mordecai, but with Sethalon squad on the board, I can create more troops, and then use Terror in Reality to bounce Duke Mordecai back into his deck. And let's just go ahead and keep attacking. I like C-Rek because it generates a demon not on sacrifice, meaning when it attacks, but whenever it dies, meaning no matter whose turn it dies in, it'll create a demon for you. Unless it's jam. Okay, he's going for extra heals now, I guess. And he's bouncing the Sethalon squad. Alright. he attacks me, they die, but that just creates another wounded zealot. Oh yeah, there's another righteous zealot as well. Okay, let's take out Melgator, which will heal me for more damage than I took. So I took 1 point of damage and I healed 2. Let's see which demon I get. Ooh, it's a good one. Ravagers of Khorne. Let's drop them, and let's bring the Sethlon squad back. And just keep this pressure going. I'm leaving the wounded zealots, or the wounded zealot on the left alive, just in case he does one of those kill a random troop on my side cards. That zealot might be handy as a random troop. Oh yeah, like that, Winnow the Weak. But my luck was bad, he hit my strongest guy. Boo. Alright, Darius Rhinos. That's going to be trying to generate a ton of troops, which he's hoping will get killed and trigger Ferris's Whisper. Well, his Reckoning. Let's bring in stuff of my own. Oops. We attacked him, and now we're going to basically be trying to take his health down. He's going to heal a whopping 4 points now. Ouch. Forge Father. And unfortunately he goes and takes out one of my tough guys. And generates a bunch of zealots. But I think, yeah, there we are. With 2 cameos in my hand, that's 8 points of damage from them alone. I think I would have only needed one of them to win. It's a little bit slow because those righteous zealots are generating wounded zealots as they die. But yeah, this is over now. Let's just go ahead and clear his board out a tiny bit. I should have just dropped both cameos on his Iron Father, and that would have wiped his board totally. Oh well. Let's just finish that off. Bye bye. Okay, so that was a win against Ferris. So that's the second of the Primarchs I beat with this deck. Let's just keep going. Alright, Ferris's kid, Shadrach Medusan. Okay, this is not a bad set of cards to start with, so I'll keep it. Let's go ahead. I also have the initiative, so I am starting first.
I will raise the storm.
So I attack him, and then I bring in Zesigal Squad. Just so I get some bodies on the board, do some stuff with him next turn. Should be good. Oh! Bye-bye to my bodies on the board. So he's trying to take them down quickly. Another Terric squad. Alright. So, I'm going to use Raum to kill the Terric squad. Let's bring the Brotherhood in. And again, I'm leaving the Wounded Zealot alive in case we see that card which destroys a random one of my troops. Alright, there's a Jubak. 2 Malnor squads, but nothing to play in this turn. It's not ideal. So you have a Taint of Chaos. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's pretty ideal. Now they're sort of immune to direct attack. And I healed up a bit, so I have actually, after his Survivor, now the same amount of health. Oh god, this guy, Galba Squad. Galba Squad gets stronger every time I put a unit in play. And I do want to put units in play, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And end it. You know what, that was probably a bad move. I should have just passed on my turn or just attacked his Warlord directly and that's it, but whatever. The Duke. Alright, so this sort of Possessed Marine is great. He's immune to Duke Mordekar's ability because he has Ward. So he's playing another Server Arm because he really wants them heals. There we go. And there's the sneak attack. Alright, let's bring in Malnor squad. We're going to use my possessed guy to attack Duke Mordekar so my Warlord can finish Duke Mordekar. And now I'm going to bring a Taint of Chaos and drop it on the Malnor squad. And they now have sneak attack. So as I drop my infantry in play, they get front line and a boost, and the guy buffing them has sneak attack and that overwhelm Medusan, and he quit. So that was the next match, and I think we're about ready for the final match, which is against Horus Lupercal. This Horus Lupercal player was actually ranked around more than 200 points above me, so he must have a good deck. He was past 4,000. Now, I did luck out a lot in this match, as you'll see, but I'll take a win where I take a win. This is not bad, so I'll accept that, and now we go.
History will be made here.
So he starts by drawing abandoned supplies, and he headbutts me. 2 energy. I then bring in my Horsa Cultist as my standard opening move. Next turn, obviously, I've got the Brotherhood. Hopefully something will pop up after that, then Reldred and Possessed Marine. So I've got a fairly good path over here. Swordback Pal. Interesting. Okay, let's drop the Brotherhood. So this is a good lineup for Swordback Pal next turn. I'm hoping he'll just focus on my Warlord. Oh no. Oh god, it's a Mortar Carrier this early. And of course it starts taking out my troops. Alright, let's take in Tancred. I think he's got a decent amount of health and higher attack than Swordback Pal does. Ugh. And there's his mortar guy. Hannon's mortar, killing my Tancred. And that means that the mortar carrier hits me one more time. Boom. Okay, we're into 5 energy though, which means Reldred can pop out. I should have used Cameo to kill the mortar carrier and then use my Warlord to finish things off. Made a mistake there. Alright, here's the defense satellites. And one more mortar blast coming my way now. There we are. Okay, so 6 energy over here. What we're gonna do is heal up a little. Now I'm already in the danger zone. Horus's attack plus 1 Vengeful Spirit will finish me off. Okay, he's launching a mortar strike, and that actually this time luckily hits my troop. And he's just trying to take him down. So 16 health against 9. Okay, Righteous Zealot. Let's bring in Reldred, who gets a Mark of Nurgle. So he poisons stuff. And let's bring in the Righteous Zealot. Again, I'm hoping to Swordback Pal the next turn, except... yeah, there we are. Nothing. His Satellite Strike perfectly killed my strongest guy. He's trying to take me down fast, so as soon as his Vengeful Spirit pops up, he can win. 15 health to 6 health. Alright, there's C-Rec, so let's bring in C-Rec first. And let's also now just bring in Swordback Pal. And I've got way too low health to actually be attacking, so I'll just wait here. Oh my god. Beast of Pythos. Monster of Pythos. Alright, Taint of Chaos on him. Oh! Oh snap. This might be it. Oh, that's it. I can win now. I lucked out with that Mark of Corn. So with him now on 6 health, I can hit him with Cameo to take him down to 2 health. And then finish him off with my Warlord. Alright. So, yeah, with this last fight, I was extremely lucky that he wasn't drawing the cards he needed to finish me off. But the point is that you can sort of see how the deck works, and I think if you're not towards the high end of the ladder, this would actually be a pretty solid deck to work with. I might try it out when the season resets and play a bit of Raum for the first couple of weeks. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video, hope it gave you ideas. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.